Abhinendra Surve. Today we are going to show you a demonstration of car engine parts or components present inside the bonnet. So this body of the car is made up of monocoque material, and basically it is a hatchback type system. It means totally two cabins are there, the front cabin and rear cabin. So in case of front cabin, engine is mounted, and the rear cabin where passenger actually presents. So both compartments are separate. So in case if the fire may be there inside the engine, so the safety purpose the rear compartment is basically for passengers. So I will show you what are the components present actually inside in this bonnet. So let's move forward. So inside in the car, to open the bonnet, here it is a one device is there. So you can pull that device towards you outward. So I am pulling this device outward. Now your bonnet is open. So let's see. Now I will show you a notch opening mechanism which is present over here to open this bonnet. So just you have to press that and you can open this bonnet. Likewise, this is the way you can open the bonnet of the car. Now I will show you all the present components inside in the bonnet. So let's see. This is the actual part of the engine. It is a 1.2 liter 4-cylinder petrol engine. So from this is the air intake section through which air can suck by the engine, and after the air will goes into the engine main component parts where actual air fuel mixture burns and power will get transferred. This is your battery section. Here it is your positive terminal and this is your negative terminal. One important main thing I have to show to you, this negative terminal is directly attached to a engine component parts over here. Why this is attached to this car component? Because this will complete your closed circuit. This will form a closed loop so that you can blow your any bulb of the car. So if you want to complete your this closed loop, you have to connect this negative terminal to car components. So after this is your brake liquid reservoir, and this is the reservoir. That reservoir is nothing but your wiper liquid reservoir. This is the coolant. This section is provided for coolant reservoir. And one important thing, this is a coolant fan is present over here. This is the coolant fan. If you want artificial to cool your engine components, then we can use this coolant fan. Otherwise, if in a regular position, if your vehicle is in starting condition or running condition, it will naturally cool. But when your vehicle is in a steady position, that time this fan will activate. After attaining a certain kind of temperature, this fan will start blowing. So what is more important instruction is provided over here. Do not open this valve when your car is in running condition, because this will harms you. So again I will show you this is the upper section, and this is the section. Inside this section two camshafts are there, and below this section is nothing but these 4 sections are there. This is the exhaust manifold. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4-cylinder. So 4 exhaust manifolds are there. Again here it is. I will show you. This is your belt and belt arrangement. Rope and belt type arrangement is there. This is your main engine running operating device, and this is your engine oil input. Okay, so you can give a oil from this valve, engine oil, and so this is your oil level checking device. So you can see here up to the here oil level is present inside in the engine. So high tension voltage wires are there, 4-cylinder wires. So basically these wires will contain 1200 to 2000 volt power after this, this device is your air conditioning unit device, air compressor, through which you can cool your device. And here it is a coolant, which is actually mentioned over here. This is air conditioning system coolant, okay, R134A. This is the refrigerant, so you have to use this device, this coolant only. Now these are the devices present inside in the car. These are the tachometer indicating the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to the 8. What is this indicating? This is indicating multiply by 1000 RPM, means up till the 800 RPM, because this is a petrol engine, so this can show 8 or 9. So about 800 or 8000 or 9000 RPM we will get from this petrol engine. If you see for a diesel engine, this number indicating only up to the 6 or 7, means for a diesel engine cars, this value of the RPM is up to 6000 or 8000 RPM. Why this is low in case of diesel engine? Because your compression ratio is very much high in case of diesel engine, that is nothing but higher than that of the petrol engine. And what is this indicator? This is tachometer indicating your this will give you a flywheel rotational speeds of the flywheel, and these numbers are here. These are indicating actual speed of the vehicle. So these are giving you a directly speed of the or rotational speed of the vehicles or wheels. Now this which is applied for only for rear wheels only. Okay. Now this is handbrake. What is actual use of this handbrake? This is applied for only rear wheels. Now this is the vibration or noise getting from the engine after starting the engine. Okay. And now change the gear to first. Now second. So lever is going to change. Okay. Now third. So now changing this. This is the third gear. Now fourth. So this is moving upward. So level of the gear is going to be changed, fourth level, and last one is fifth. Now this is also showing the upper level. Now take a first gear, first. Okay. So level is going to be decreased.